What is going on, world? What's up, everyone? It's Zero here. Today I'm bringing you guys a brand new Starcraft 2 video. This one is between two players on the WCS Pro Circuit. Spawning here in the bottom left-hand corner of 16-bit LE, playing with the blue Zerg pieces, we have a player who goes by the name of Reynor. And his opponent spawning in the cross position, playing with the red Terran pieces, we have a player who goes by the name of SpeCial. So guys and girls, all of these previous casts you guys can check out on the YouTube channel right now. I'm really excited about this game in particular because we have a great Terran player in SpeCial and an up-and-coming star in Reynor as far as playing with the Zerg pieces and just StarCraft 2 in general. Really excited to see what this kid is going to be made of in the next couple of years. Both these players, though, forces to be reckoned with their specific races. And SpeCial seems to here in game number 1 of this round 1 matchup of that was played at the WCS in Valencia. As far as the bracket goes, it was played in round 1. And it seems that SpeCial is going to go ahead and go with a barracks into a refinery. And then I'm wondering if he's going to come down and go with an expansion, or if he's going to take his natural expansion, which are, I guess you could say, is in-base expansion. But nonetheless, on the opposite side, it looks like it's going to be a standard hatch gas pool out of Reynor. So really pretty standard on by both players. It looks like SpeCial is going to go ahead and take the in-base expansion here with his Terran pieces. So should be interesting to see the tech of choices from both of these players. Looks like there is going to be a Reaper that's going to be coming out for SpeCial to get a little bit of some scouting information here. The factory is going to be going up for SpeCial as well, and on the opposite side, it looks like Reynor is just getting that natural expansion out, and probably pretty soon he's going to start getting the Zergling speed upgrade going. He's taken a couple of those drones out of the gas geyser. Actually, all drones were pulled out of the gas geyser. So this guy's usually is a tell that he's going to go ahead and get his Zergling speed. Now, the Zergling speed upgrade was started but then canceled. I'm wondering if that was a misclick on his end. He is getting it started once again, but he's getting his third base up and running. But we do have a little bit of some aggression here with one of the Reapers of SpeCial. Wants to be careful not to lose this this Reaper for free. Good pick, good micro there. With the drone, making sure that he does not lose that drone for free. And the Reaper is going to get another Zergling for his troubles. But just really getting some scouting information is really important for the Terran player. It's really important for both players, but especially for a Terran player, wanting to figure out if there's going to be any kind of aggression from the Zerg player. So more and more you know, SCVs and workers are going to be coming out of both players here. I like that. It seems like both players are going to be droning up a good amount. So we are probably kind of setting ourselves up for a macro-focused game here. A couple of Hellions have joined the fight here with this Reaper, and I'm wondering if the Reaper is going to try to get up into the main base location. Looks like he does. He's probably going to try to see if he gets some more scouting information. That's what he absolutely does right now. He's going to try to get the surround here on this Reaper. Very well played here. It looks like that Reaper is going to be doomed at this point. But 4 Hellions are now at the front gates here, I should say, at the natural base expansion. And I don't know if SpeCial really wants to get too aggressive. I think he wants to really take the fight over to Reynor, though. Throughout this game. That usually ends up being a great strategy for a Terran player, really taking the fight to the Zerg player. Make sure that the Zerg player is not controlling the pace of the game. I find that that's usually very good. And we got a Liberator coming. I love this. This is why I like watching SpeCial a lot, because SpeCial is the kind of player who is very aggressive. He'll do multiple pushes at once, so he'll hit at one spot of the map, and then, of course, at another spot as well. The Liberator, and this is a complete nuisance more than anything, is having the Liberator here, and then while that's all happening, you know, you have 6 of these Hellions here
that are going to help out tremendously with getting just a little bit more of some aggression going. Liberator is able to live to fight another day here. And while this is all going on, we got the starport, which is going to be pumping out more and more Liberators. The third base command center is going to be going up here very soon. I mean, look, guys, we got Stimpak's going to be coming up here. Of course, we got the factory up, and then, of course, it seems like 2 more barracks are going to be going down here for our Terran players. So while this is all going on, more and more Hellions are going to be coming up here, which I like this decision quite a bit, actually. This is really going to keep the Zerg player kind of making units, because he's going to be concerned that there's going to be a massive push of Hellions. But nonetheless, +1/+1 is going to be coming up here for our Zerg player here. And while that's all going on, it does look like he did transition, got his lair. He's getting the Roach Warren right now. So when it's all said and done, in all reality, Reynor is actually in a fine position still. He just may have had to make a few more Hellions than, or I'm sorry, Zerglings than he was planning on doing. But while this is all going on, we got these Hellions are starting to make their way back across the map here. And I'm wondering if he's going to, have a pretty big push here. That is SpeCial, possibly after these upgrades do finish up. Should be interesting. Should be interesting, because more and more barracks are coming up, and I think SpeCial may be planning to get a little bit aggressive. Looks like the Baneling Nest is going to be coming up here for Reynor. I like that decision quite a bit as well, especially with this unit composition that the Terran player is going with. I think it's a great decision to go ahead and do that. Both players are giving each other a lot of respect, though. I am noticing this on the 4th base location already for Reynor. So he's going to try to continue with, staying ahead of his, economy and everything. The only thing I'm a little bit nervous about right now is the lack of other units other than Zerglings right now. Because if this pushes across, there's not a whole heck of a lot besides Zerglings. He does have Queens, that is Reynor. But I'm a little bit concerned. The longer the game goes on, he's going to be in a great spot. I just don't know about right now. He is getting some Banelings out, so that's really good. It looks like the Hydra Den is now up as well, so he's going to be able to get some Hydra. So that'll be a really good thing, I think, for Reynor as well. But there is a push that is coming now. The drop play is coming, as well as the Hellions on the opposite side of the map, so we're going to have to see. It's going to be a lot of splitting up the army here. Got to be careful with all those Banelings. The Banelings are going to be coming in here, and once again, the Liberators are here, and it looks like, at least for the time being, SpeCial has been forced off of the creep here. This creep is starting to get into, around the halfway mark here for of the map. And there's a lot of Zerglings that are going to be coming. You don't want to just lose these Marines for free, or a special. Okay, very good pickup micro there. But it's getting, I mean, I just think the longer the game goes, Reynor's going to be in a good position. I think he's going to need to start pushing at some point or another, because another command center's coming. And the thing that this has done, what SpeCial's play style is he's really keeping the Zerg player at home and playing defense. But one good engagement could be the end of this Terran army. Got to be very careful. There's a big Zerg army here. I'd be very concerned pushing onto creep here. But he is going to split this up. He's going to go ahead. He's going to make a drop into the in-base expansion. He's going to get as many kills as he possibly can here. And this is a very good push here. Very good push by our Terran player here in SpeCial. In a very good position. Going to go ahead and move. You don't want to lose these medevacs here, but it looks like the fight is really coming. Now these all these Hellbats are really kind of caught out on the map here in a very awkward position here, and I'm not really liking this whatsoever, but it does look like those Marines are starting to push heavily onto creep here, and you don't want to get that surround going. The Hellbat is taken out, and all the Baneling hits are huge. And splitting up the army here is SpeCial, as he does so well. But he is going to have to pick up and move away, trying to clear out some of this creep, and I think he's done exactly that, and he's probably going to fly out of there and go back home and do what he can here. Another big Baneling hit there. But I think this Zerg player is ready, starting to smell some blood here. He wants to move across the map here. I think that he does not want to see this command center be turned into a planetary fortress, and he's going to be attacking right here and right now. He's going after this planetary. Now, I don't know if it's going to be smart, because at the same time, SpeCial is going to try to target fire down this 4th base of Reynor, and I think there's a very good chance that he might actually get the kill on this base. There is a possibility, but it does look like there is enough here for Reynor at this point. So both players are kind of like trading blows here, at least at this point in the game here. You got to respect the drop play by SpeCial, so you got to keep at least some of your units at home. But at this point, I feel like Reynor's got a pretty nice-sized army right now. I would love to see him push across the map here very soon and just take out as much as he possibly can, at least get rid of the planetary fortress here. There are some siege tanks that are here. +3 is going to be coming up here for Reynor, so Reynor is going to be in a pretty nice position as far as upgrades go. This 3rd base is going to be this 4th base is going to be under some heavy fire here, and they do it does end up going down here, and the rest of those Terran units were sacrificed. I think SpeCial is trying to do what he can to possibly nibble away at some more of these bases. Now, some of these Zerg units are going to see some of these Marines here, and I think SpeCial is going to go ahead and pick those up and fly on home. But this is what SpeCial does so well. He forces you to, you have to respect you know, his drop play, and you've got to split up your army very well and manage multiple things at once. And that's what he does so well. And he's pushing with a big army here. This is a big force, guys, that's going to be coming on to creep, and you want to make sure that you don't go too heavy on creep, because Reynor is right off the bat. He's going to jump on this army. He's going to try to get the surround on all of these Terran units, and I wonder if that engagement actually did go in his favor, because it does not look that way, at least at this point. Looks like he did lose a lot of units there, and now with the siege tanks getting into position, the Corruptors are out. Now SpeCial does know that the Corruptors are out, and pretty soon we're going to be seeing some Broodlords here very soon. And I'm absolutely really loving the drop play, and I'm loving the harassment here by our Terran player. It is absolutely brilliant. He's playing this so well. He's doing a slow push. Now, you don't want to go too far onto the creep here, because it looks like the Zerglings are going to try to get the surround once again on all these Marines, and then at the same time, you have the Corruptors that are shooting down the medevacs, and now you got all of these Zerglings as well as Hydras that are going to jump on this army. And now, since you kind of traded blows very evenly there, I felt that that engagement actually went in favor of Reynor, simply because of the play that you know, of the a little bit of an overextension there, I felt like from SpeCial. So interestingly enough, it should be we will see what these players decide to do at this point, because now the Brood Lords are going to be coming out here probably very soon. It looks like, yes, a couple are on that production tab right now. He's already got a few out, and this is where it's going to get scary for our Terran player, because right now he doesn't have much that is going to be able to shoot air units other than a couple of Vikings. He does have okay, if he gets a couple of Corruptors for free, that's always really nice. But I think a slow push right now for our Zerg player is definitely what you want. A swarm of units that was some, you know, some Marines and Marauders did just get surrounded there. But I'm a little bit worried now at this point for SpeCial, because he does not have much of a counter for these Broodlords. I mean, yeah, sure, you've got some Marines, you've got some you know, you got some Vikings, but I don't know, I'm not really liking this position currently for our Terran player. But as I'm saying that, he's taking out this in-base expansion. At the same time, he dropped off at the other expansion, which he has more units over there. That is Reynor. This in-base expansion does go down, and just like that, SpeCial is really containing his opponent. He's doing an absolutely brilliant job. He's forcing all the Brood Lords back home. Wow, guys, what a game by SpeCial. Playing this so well and so aggressively, and he's really kind of kept Reynor on his toes. And once again, he is going to take out another base from the Zerg player. I mean, I gotta say, guys, I'm really liking this. And while this is all happening, SpeCial just keeps on getting more and more Vikings. So the longer this game goes, and now he's got Ghosts out as well, the longer this game goes now, I have to say, it's going in SpeCial's favor, because he is just consistently putting on the aggression against his opponent, hitting from multiple sides, having these hit squads almost of these Marine units and Marine armies. You just don't want to lose those units for free. That's the only thing that you just don't want to happen. And more and more Banelings coming up now. So, you know, I really think Reynor needs to put on some aggression. I would have really probably, you know, come into this Planetary Fortress and Orbital Command Center over here, simply because you could have, you know, used, of course, your Brood Lords. But this is really tricky for Reynor, because, you know, he's in this situation where there's just he's got a really nice army right now, but he keeps on getting harassed by SpeCial. And now a nuke was on the production tab. A nuke is going to be coming up here at this base location here. Now they were able, I believe, were able to find the Ghost. But you know, as I'm saying, guys, as I'm saying this, you know, you can just really tell that SpeCial is just everywhere right now. He's building more and more command centers. He's got a lot of Vikings out right now, and those can really do massive amounts of damage to the Brood Lords. But wow, this game is really intense, man. It's going the distance right now. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, we can just, you know, you can tell these players are going at it. We're going into the very late game here of both these with both these players. Vipers are now out on that. On the playing field. And so at this point, guys, I really think that Reynor has almost been holding himself back to a fault. I really think he needs to start pushing and at least try to do a little bit of some damage here and there. I just think that he's got the army to do it, and I think if he plays his cards right, he could very well really swing this game, because it's really anybody's game at this point. Another nuke is on that production tab, and once again, the Ghost does get found. More hit squads of some Marines as well as some medevacs. The question I'm wondering, though, is what is going to happen here when these two armies clash. And these Marines, once again, are going after base, and I think finally, has Reynor had enough? Has he had enough yet? And maybe he has not, but I will say this, guys. Time after time, it's just been SpeCial has just been putting on all the aggression. There has not there hasn't been much you know, wiggle room here for you know, really for Reynor to get an advantage, or at least a significant advantage. He has the army, but he just isn't moving out. And I know a lot of StarCraft 2 can be a waiting game, but I don't know, guys. What do you guys think? You guys think Reynor may be waiting a little bit too long? I don't know. It's hard for me to say. But at the same time, here we go. Finally, Reynor has decided to take on this force here. And as this is all happening, there's some ghosts that are kind of like left off of the on the playing field. You're trying to get those snipes. You got to be really careful here. Very well played though so far by SpeCial. He's got a lot of Vikings, and this has forced Reynor to come back home. I mean, the creep spread's really good, and it does look like now Reynor is starting to put on that aggression. He is starting to really move on to his opponent's side of the map here. And I mean, the thing is that now both players are once again just trading blows with one another, and these Marines are going to try to get the kill on this base again. How many times has SpeCial taken out this this base in particular? And once again, the Ghost. The Ghost tries to do another tactical nuke, and it has just not worked. Pretty soon, every base is going to be taken on this map, guys. Pretty soon. I mean, we have one base which was taken by the Zerg player for only a little while. But I mean, like, who's got the advantage right now? I mean, really, when you look at the supplies, I mean, I could say Reynor just because he has more minerals as well as gas. So, I mean, if he loses his army, he can replenish this army relatively quickly. But, I mean, it really is going to come down to one large engagement here, guys. And, I mean, we may be getting closer and closer to it because both are at max supply. There's a lot. I mean, it's hard. It's tricky at this point to decide how you want to take on this army here. I mean, the army of the Terran is definitely scary with a lot of Vikings, but I would be actually pretty scary about this right here. This is a menacing army right here. I mean, not only do you got Broodlords, but you got the Corruptors. You've got, it's a death ball with Vipers as well as, you know, Banelings and Hydras. I mean, you know, you've got yourself your hands full at this point. And I think SpeCial knows this. But if I'm the Zerg player, you got to play this as smart as possible. There is a nuke that has been triggered once again. And it looks like Reynor is going to need to back up. They are going to try to move, and the positioning is everything here. I mean, just absolute, the position needs to be absolute key. And once again, there is going to be a drop now. Very, very well played here by our Zerg player. They're going to try to get the kill on this base. I'm not sure if they're going to get that kill exactly. But these Banelings are rolling in, and my God, the splits are really good by SpeCial, but still got some really nice Baneling hits there by the Zerg player. And it looks like I said, guys. I mean, both players are kind of trading blows here. Actually, there was a decent amount of units that got lost there by SpeCial. There are some snipes that are coming in here by these ghosts. Sooner or later, there is going to have to be one massive engagement, and I'm wondering the great abducts there by those units, and it looks like there is a ghost here that is going to try to take out this base once again, but the big fight is happening over in the bottom right-hand side of this map here, or I should say in the middle right-hand side, and the absolute Zerg is absolutely decimating these air units with all of these Corruptors here. Absolutely massive by the Zerg player. A massive, massive push there that absolutely was incredibly played by the Zerg player. And SpeCial supply is dropping drastically right now. Absolutely brilliant play there by Reynor. He didn't even lose the entirety of his army. He's able to replenish it because of all the of course the minerals and then the gas that he had. He's getting so many Banelings, and they're going to try to get the snipes here on some of these ghosts or on some of these Broodlords. But man, the longer this game goes, I am a little bit concerned at this point for SpeCial. He's trying to play catch up. He's got bases around, but there's just so much. There's not much that he's going to be able to be mining from here very soon. And we have the Zerg player is still happily mining on some bases here. The Corruptors are going to come over to this base, and they're going to try to get the cancel on this base. They are going to try to absolutely get the kill on this base. and the Corruptors are gonna do what they can, and all of these units, that is the SCVs, are gonna do what they can. But it looks like now SpeCial is being put into a really tricky situation here. What do you do in this situation if you're SpeCial? Reynor is now taking a commanding lead, and at this point, if I'm Reynor, I'm sitting back a little bit. I know that he's injured, that he is not at full strength here. More and more hit squad units. I mean, this has been such a back and forth, guys. It has been absolutely brilliantly played by both players. I mean, really. Absolutely incredible, man. This is your top-notch type of games, guys. You know, by a Zerg player, by a Terran player, a TVZ, like just absolutely classic by these two players. So that being said, I'm surprised, you know, at the 26 minute mark here between these two. I'm very surprised that our Zerg player has not continued to put on more and more aggression here. Blinding clouds are coming down here, and it looks like all of these air units, man, are just under such such heat right now, and this Terran player is just really getting pushed back at this point. He's kind of just, his army is dwindling. I mean, if you look at it, guys, this is the remaining amount of Reynor's army. He doesn't have much left. He really doesn't. When you look at this, it's not much army left here to save the day. And more Zerglings are coming. Now, if you can get some easy kills on some Zerglings and, you know, Banelings and such, you'll be in a good position. Once again, these Corruptors are going to destroy this base of our Terran player, and just like that, more and more units are going down here for SpeCial. There's just not much left for SpeCial. SpeCial does not have that big of an army left, and I mean, these Broodlords are just going to be devastating against these ground-based units. Now, once again, SpeCial is not afraid to still stay aggressive here. He wants to stay as aggressive as possible, but it seems like I think Reynor at this point has had enough. He is sick and tired of this army. He wants to see them dead. Oh my God, the swarm is coming on multiple different angles. Like I said, guys, I don't know how much longer our Terran player can hold on. It seems like our Zerg player is just bleeding his opponent dry as far as resources go. More and more of these ghosts are starting to go down here. And the massive push here, or the final push you could say, for SpeCial is right here, and Reynor is just absolutely decimating this army. And just like that, GG is called, and Reynor takes game number 1 in an absolutely epic game number 1 of this best of 5 series. I hope you guys did enjoy this game between Reynor and SpeCial, and if you guys did, leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, stay positive, and as always, I will see you guys all in the next one. Peace.